Scorpio. So, continuing the series for the fixed signs and completed the videos for the Taurus and the Leo. Now I'm with the Scorpio. The Scorpio. This is the water sign of the fixed signs. And your water encompasses, of course, the emotional intelligence and the intuition of the other water signs like the Cancer and like the Pisces, who just have this keen ability to understand emotions at a deep level. They let emotions drive where they go and what they do and who they connect with. And specifically Scorpio being a fixed sign as well, that energy of fixed is unmovable. So the thing about that is that once a Scorpio decides how they feel about something, it's very hard, almost impossible, to move them from that feeling, because this feeling isn't superficial. This feeling didn't come from a very shallow place that just simply because their feelings are hurt. You know, there's a lot of analytics behind how they feel. That's in combination with experience. That's in combination with your appearance. That's in combination with your past characteristics. And their fixed sign energy is most pronounced to when they fall in love, or they fall in love with pursuing a passion. It's impossible to move them. It's impossible to make them not dedicated and disciplined to that course of action to express that love. As well as when they lose passion, when they lose love for something, it is very hard to gain that back, and it's very hard for them to see you in the light any different than what you've shown them. Because the thing about it is that they gave you time, they gave you dedication, they gave you the ability to show them different, to show them that you love and show them that you could do something in opposite of, in turn, what caused them to leave you or feel not as optimistic about you in the first place. The mysticism of the Scorpio comes from just this, like I said, that ability to read you so intunely. And the crazy part about it, you know, me being a Libra, us being a sign of balance and kind of wholeness and duality, you know, you question what type of transformation can come after that. Because the thing about zodiac signs is each sign that proceeds after the other gains something that the last sign lacked. And what Scorpio has that Libras lacked is that sense of individuality. You know, Libras are all about the joining and the needing of love and companionship and in harmony to get things accomplished and to feel complete. You know, they're very logical people, so once they get that emotional side, they're whole. The Scorpios take it a step further in already being in that energy of wholeness. They then decipher who they allow in their life and who they allow to love. And they're all about transformation from needing another to being your own soul and your own being. And that allows them to have that ability to, when they do connect in love, to connect not only to someone in a superficial way, but to their mind and their body and their soul. When you have a Scorpio who is healthy and down for loving you, you will have the most compassionate, the most loving, and the most sacrificial lover that you will ever find, because there is no better love. And I feel like that's where this idea of them being so sexy comes from, because there's a sexy in mysticism. There's a sexy in intuition. There's a sexy in knowing that your partner knows things about you that you don't have to express. You know, that they could just pick up on how you feel and cater to what you need them to, and be fulfilled themselves by doing that. Amazing sign. I have a sister and I have a best friend who's a Scorpio, and the same commonality that I see between those two is that keen ability to just read you in that very mystical way about themselves. You know, I laugh all the time because I I joke with the both of them that they, they come off very secretive, and they come off as though they're holding something that is of great value in, and it takes you to either get them alone, whether they pull you to the side or you pull them, for them to express that glimpse of feeling that they get, that they can't fully explain, but they just know with their whole being. Amazing sign. You know, pick up by now, I'm very interested in Scorpio, and they're probably one of the most attractive type of signs to me because of that transformative nature that they have to evolve from pretty much their body to just the soul beings that they are, from human being to souls forever. Get it? All right, so with that being said, let's figure out what is the message for the Scorpio for the month of January in 2018. All right, so we got, okay. So starting out, we got the Knight of Swords. Well, we got the Ten of Cups. Very interesting. We got the King of Swords. We got one down here. We got the Emperor, Major Arcana. Okay. Let's see if we can get about two more for the Scorpio for the month of January 2018. Snap. Okay. So we got the Ten of Swords, and these cards that fell out, only one is upright. And I can actually see it, so I'll just pull that one for now. And we got the Page of Swords. Pick these up. Let's see. Let me give this deck a good shuffle so I could get a pretty accurate bottom of the deck card to guide this reading. And the bottom of the deck card, the Fool. Okay. So for the month of January 2018, what I'm picking up for the Scorpio is off top, the Knight of Swords, indicating with the Swords energy signifying the air energy, which is communication. You guys are, I feel like, in need now in your life to be forceful with some type of communication about something. The Knight indicating a fight and a battle being upon you, and as I stated, the Swords is you having to use your words to do so. And looking at this Ten of Cups, maybe that has something to do with something that is fulfilling in your life, say a relationship, or a passion of some sort. But I'm feeling relationship is the most common. And I think what I'm picking up from these two paired together, is that this fight for communication is what is needed for you guys to get to this sense of fulfillment with another person. And I think you're being very forceful now with this, because you can see this in the horizons. You can see this complete happiness, as you can see, if you can see in this card, the Ten of Cups at the top indicating fulfillment, and the couple just looking to the rainbow with their kids running and playing, just perfect life, pretty much is what it indicates. Happy life, success. You see this in the horizons, and you're being forceful with this, whether it is stating to someone that this is what you're going after, that you're not going for anything less than fulfillment in this type of way, or if you're just amping up communication in the way to where you guys can, that's the only missing link to getting to this stance. And with this King of Swords, I feel as though in this energy of Ten of Cups, this is what you will be. Maybe this is indicating you or your partner in saying that you guys will be dominant in communication. That's still with the Swords and air energy. And you will be decisive. You will be able to make decisions that are extremely rational, yet just and based on what is fair for the both of you guys. This is the type of energy that I feel as though you want to be in. Maybe past experience has caused you guys to really be in very unfulfilling relationships and unfulfilling situations, whether that may be a job or just a pursuit of something that made you feel like, you know what, nothing, I can settle for nothing less than what is destined for me and what exactly I know that I want. And that has caused you not to, like I said, be in this energy of being very upfront and upright and in the leader role of stating what exactly that you want. And this doesn't come with any lack of hard work. You guys, like I said, being a fixed sign, are very much so able to be dedicated to this goal of love and this goal of just living a life that you know is for you. With this Emperor card is a major arcana, but it could also signify the energy of the Aries, and the Aries, you know, being a fire sign and a leader cardinal sign. In their video, I actually referred to them as the soldiers of love. This is what you're fighting for. You're fighting for love. You're fighting for this type of fulfillment that you know you deserve, that you've been through enough to prove to you at this point that nothing less and nothing else will compare better to having exactly that in your life. And this Emperor is also an energy of fight and of passion. The thing about this, though, and the thing about Scorpios and the symbol for your type, which is the Scorpion, is that this Emperor has this armor on. This armor for when he goes out to battle. But you know what's under the armor is nothing more than human flesh and a human being who can be cut and hurt and abused in those ways just like anybody else. And I think you guys are so, like I said, forceful in this energy to fight and to stand up and speak up for what you believe in. Is because you've been that passive, you've been that armorless person before, you've been that person with no defenses and realized that didn't work. And you've gotten to a place, you've evolved to a place where you've realized that this is the way to be to get to what you want. And just as a passionate and tough fighter you are with this armor on, once you take this armor off, you have the same passion and fight for love. And you could be as compassionate and as accommodating and loving to another that a partner, a healthy partner, is to another being. And that's the beauty of this card, is signifying kind of that duality of being that soldier of love, as I said, with the armor ready to fight and walk away from what doesn't serve you. But also, if a person comes around and understands what you are fighting for and what you're speaking up about, and show you that in return and give you that, you'll be willing to love just as hard. And with this Ten of Swords, is indicating a death and an ending to something. As you can see, these Ten of Swords in this person's back, who is no more. And the thing about this card is, I feel like this is indicating whatever this conflict has been in your life, whether it's just a theme or a specific situation or relationship, that will be coming to an end. Either the way of the relationship and how it's been going will come to an end, or the relationship as a whole will come to the end. The way of the relationship, if the relationship was including a lot of poor communication and a lot of unsurety around this area of having a fulfilling and happy life, having this forceful energy of communication you guys have now and being firm in your stance about it will put an end to any more conflict, and then you guys will be able to live in complete bliss and happiness. Or if that relationship cannot manifest past the need to start feeling more fulfilling to you, it'll be the end and the death of that relationship. And it's not to be looked at as something that is a bad thing. Of course, it may hurt if you were dedicated and committed to this person and really wanted it to work, but if that is the way it goes, that it doesn't work out, it's in your better favor. And that will allow you to then go back out into this world as this Page of Swords energy with the same love and the same fight and the same need for communication and fulfillment, yet youthful and rejuvenated, kind of like in a childlike manner that has you looking at the world no longer as, you know, oh, poor me, all that I've been through and I can't possibly go through that again. You look at it like, you know what, that situation wasn't for me. I fought for it, I did all I could, and I know what I want now, so let me go back out to this world and attract what I want with a youthful, encouraging energy and optimism that will, like I said, then attract exactly what I'm looking for. And I feel as though this paired with this Fool's card, it's just that. Fool's card indicated looking at the world with just all its possibilities and opportunities to really help you manifest what you want and what you need in this world, and paired with the communication, the fight that you have, and the compassion and love that you have, and your intuition, you could definitely get what you want in life. Let no one tell you differently. With this Nine of Swords energy, this is actually the card right before this Ten of Swords. And as you can see, in this Ten of Swords, is death. As I stated, it could be death to the situation or conflict of some sort. This is the process of going through the grief and the pain of maybe wanting that fulfillment with this person that you're with currently, but really going through your head, realizing that maybe it can't be manifested, or maybe just the conflict that will lead up to you guys eventually getting to the sense of fulfillment. It's kind of having you it's making you hurt, and it's making you definitely be in your feelings about it deeply. But as I said, how to break out of these energies is to be forceful with this communication, like royalty, and be strong about it, just like this Knight is, and fight for what you want. And if it doesn't turn out, enter into new situations with this energy of youthfulness and opportunity and optimism to get exactly what you want. Yes, and with this last card that's coming out the deck for now, what you guys will be doing is just continuing to fight. And whether that fight, let's not mistaken, this fight is going to be hard and strenuous and tiresome. It'll be a fight fueled with passion, so you will have endless energy to fight for what you want. And as I stated, whether this fight is continually for the situation that you're already in, to make this last and make this work and turn into all that you want, the fight would be then leaving this and looking for that elsewhere if need be. But either way, guys, you guys now are in the energy and you're in your element, and you have the ability to be strong and be forceful with what exactly that you want. Okay? And let's pull an angel card to clarify and bring any closing message to this reading. Let's see what we could get. Intention. Yep, so you have to just tackle this situation, and like I said, exactly what you want, with the intent of fulfilling yourself and exactly what you want. You're not a selfish person. You're not a person who isn't inclusive of another individual who you love. So your intentions are really that of selfishness, but never bend. There's no more bending. There's no more passivity. There's no more holding your tongue. There's no more going through things that make you feel bad and don't serve you. It doesn't get you what you want in the end. You have to now walk through this life with your intentions as your priority. My intention is to get to what I want, therefore I'm going to act like, I'm going to talk like, I'm going to meet the people, I'm going to hang with the people like I have the intention to fulfill myself and be happy, genuinely. Nothing more than, nothing that doesn't serve your attention should no longer be in your life, starting this year off and following throughout 2018. Your attention is your priority. And remember that throughout the year. Alright guys, I really hope this resonates with you, and I felt the power in this. I hope you feel the same. Follow my Instagram page, HumanBeingSoulForever, as well as my Facebook page at the same. Yeah, and stay tuned for more content and more videos. Thank you for the support thus far, and stay intentional, guys. Take care.